All right, so let's crack on with the team. And we will start off with quite a senior role, a very senior role, in fact, and really underneath the CISO, this is as senior as it gets. And they are, of course, the security architect. So whenever you see the term architect, it means that they are the brains behind the implementation, the design and the implementation of any system. And of course, when it comes to security, it's the security architect who is responsible for designing, building, testing, and implementing the high-level security systems within an organization's IT network. So they're really going to have a thorough knowledge of anything that's complex to do with the IT systems of the day. They're going to be staying up to date with all the latest security standards, the systems, authentication protocols, and all the best practices in the market today. So they will be really up to speed with the latest threats and solutions as well. Huge role. So in addition to anticipating all the potential security threats that are out there, these security architects will identify areas of weakness within their networking system all the time. A security architect must respond promptly and effectively to any possible breach of security as well, of course. Their job will therefore include constantly reviewing current system security measures, and of course, recommending and implementing any new enhancements that might be needed. They will be overseeing the conducting of regular systems checks and ensuring that the network is continuously monitored for its security. They'll always have upgrades and change at the back of their mind, so they'll be developing project timelines for any new projects relating to systems upgrades. Of course, if you think back to our CIA, the accessibility, they will also ensure that all personnel, the correct personnel, have all the correct permission levels to be able to access the system at any time. Along with the systems administrator, they will have established a very strong disaster recovery procedure. Should the worst happen and should a breach occur, they will have a proper documentation in place and a proper framework in place in terms of what to do. And in line with that, they would have carried out regular security drills to ensure that people know exactly what to do in that event. Of course, they will have processes in place to respond immediately to all security incidents, and they'll provide thorough post-event analysis as well. So they'll be dissecting that, and any incident that happens, they will be dissecting it, and they will make sure that they won't make the same mistake again. Now, just like any management or leadership role, as a senior member of the IT team, that security architect's job should always include cultivating a culture of security awareness, both at the user end and within IT as well. So they'll be arranging continuing education of their own personnel and the user base to ensure security policies are maintained and adhered to at all times. So, of course, you would expect these people to be incredibly well qualified. They would have gone through a career spanning many years again, and they would have picked up a lot of hard skills and qualifications, and very likely to have a degree in something to do with technology, probably IT, computer science, or some sort of related field. But here is where they would get also very specific qualifications in terms of security. A common one is SABSA, SABSA, the Sherwood Applied Business Security Architecture qualification, or more commonly, they would go for CISSP. And we're going to see these a lot repeated through the roles as well. So Certified Information Systems Security Professional is a very common one that's seen on a lot of jobs and CVs. As well as formal qualifications, a security architect's job description should, of course, include the following qualities. They will undoubtedly have had extensive experience in information security and IT risk management, with, of course, a strong focus on security, performance, and reliability. They'll have a really solid understanding of security protocols, cryptography, authentication, and authorization and security processes as well. Always with an eye on the moving landscape of IT security, they will have had a good working knowledge of current IT risks and experience of implementing really sound security solutions in all their past companies. On their CV, you will see experience in implementing multi-factor authentication, single sign-on, identity management, and related technologies. And of course, just like any other senior role, they should have the ability to interact with a broad cross-section of personnel to explain and enforce the security measures, much like that CISO. And of course, they'll have very strong leadership and team building skills. And they should be motivational and inspiring in their personality as well, because they've got a whole range of security professionals working underneath them, and all eyes are on them to lead the way. So they are leading like the technical lead in terms of implementing a sound IT security architecture within this organization. So very strong leadership skills, very good interpersonal skills, excellent written and verbal communication, but incredibly strong technical capability as well. So look out for all of these on the CV of a security architect.